First game of the season now. We just won the Super Bowl with our rookie. And we're going to go right back in. Damn, that's loud. I want to say will be 2020 now, or 2021. I'm not for sure. It's one of them, though. Upgrade, improve, scramble. I think we'll do scramble. Why did I not see that chat? Scramble upgrade. Oh, I can only upgrade one? Really?
Often what we see is that a division opponent who you play 2 times a year becomes a marquee rival. Which team was that for you?
There was already a very long and storied history between the two franchises. And then things escalated, simply because of modern technology.
What's up, Juan? I was just now seeing the chat. That was weird. It was delayed. Because I seen you post it like a minute ago. Yeah, we won the Super Bowl last night. This should be the first game of a new season after winning the Super Bowl last night against the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know what he was on last night. He wasn't playing too good. Okay, so we're week 4 and we're playing Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. We were ranked 4th in the division with an 0-3. And it's 2021. So we are at a 20. What's up with you, Ward? How's your day going?
The first thing that came up during media availability that week was the back and forth on social media. It seemed as if I had entered into the league's most talked about rivalry overnight.
You know, we'll trash talk a little bit. Desperate for attention.
Yeah, I could have left it alone, but when someone runs their mouth, sometimes you need to walk the walk and talk the talk.
Wanted to message you privately and let you know staff is on tour. Wasn't just for show. Are you ready to be embarrassed? I'm coming for you. Hell with it. This is the first time I've got to actually talk a little trash. This is pretty cool. My last Madden game that I got is 2016. So from 2016 to 2021, I see massive improvements on my end. I imagine people that play it year from year to year, they don't really see it like I do. But it's a huge difference for me. in a good way. Here we go. Kansas City Chiefs.
From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Oh, shit. This will be the first game I played with the Chiefs. But I do know they are hot.
First and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At their 48-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep.
No
and
way.
This one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chiefs 3, Raiders nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Lynn Bowden on the return.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Oh, and now some space to operate. Continuing to fight for more. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Wow, it's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
I don't know why.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
11 yards there, 1st down. Well, Charles, it's always contentious division rivalry, even a little spicier than we're used to. The well-documented war of words on social media between 2 of the top players on these teams has really added a layer of intrigue.
You're absolutely right, partner, because this social media beef that kicked things off, it spilled over into the midweek press conferences. It's dominated what people have talked about around this game. For most people, they think this is ridiculous, maybe even a little childish. But let's go back to when we were younger. This was just what we called bulletin board material. And this stuff has made this game the most talked about regular season matchup I can remember. So no complaints from me. I doubt there are any complaints from you. We can't wait to see how this plays out on the field. And that's the thing to remember here. The player with the bragging rights will not be who gets the most post-game likes on social media. It's going to be whose team wins the ball game in this contest.
On the ground with a tight end. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It fights him off. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The quarterback is sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Williams. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
16 yards, a 1st down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 14. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So as this offense gets settled in, you know, a game like this, how important do you think it will be for both of these teams to maintain their composure?
I think that the good news is that this is a physical, emotional game. And look, if they can find a way to harness that intense energy, it could end up being beneficial for both teams. But what both of them have to realize, and especially this quarterback, the objective is still just to win the game. It's not to outshine the other guy or go at him with any more or less than is normal. Go play the game, go win the game.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll look, and this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
I gotta go for this too. I hate to.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw again. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he checks this one down to Williams. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards there and a first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. So we have reached halftime here in a tight two-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 21-10, the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 27-10, the final score. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the LA Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10. At their own.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So first and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Frank Clark.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
2 yards on.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
Mahomes pass.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
10-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, Nat.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Bowden now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Raiders 8.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Tyrell Williams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards.
17-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Raiders heading out to take over. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side.
The pass.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st down, Las Vegas.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 7 yards the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Williams again.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So the Raiders now down 27-24, a minute 4 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Gain of 23 yards. And a Las Vegas 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And I'm sure it's going to be a tough week for this quarterback and his offense as they'll have to answer questions about why exactly they came up short in this one.
It's certainly going to be a loud week for him because I highly doubt the guy on the other side of the field who led this defense to success this afternoon I highly doubt he's going to be quiet about it at all.
Damn.
He'll certainly want to continue to run his mouth and crow about his success.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
92%. Man. They got a good quarterback. I mean, I already knew that, but yeah. What a game. Can't win them all, though. I'd like to. Take the fun out of it, so I got the difficulty right where I need it. We were 4-0 too. Yeah, I got my ass kicked. Strong arm. That's what I need. Come on, let me do a couple of them. Maybe they only just give me one of these. Notifications, social media. Alright, that's gonna do it for today. So we're at week 4, so week 5. I don't know when our bye week is, but we'll be back. Got our ass handed by Chiefs. Did not expect that. Thought we'd have a better shot, but it is what it is. Hey.